Hey, what's going on, everybody? FullFrontage here today, bringing you all a Clash Mini video. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about some units that I would really love to see implemented into Clash Mini. Some of them are new to the Clash universe, others are classic that you might recognize. So we're going to hop into some games and talk about these new minis, hero, and gizmos that I have ideas for. And let me know what you think of it down in the comment section below. And to the game team, if you're watching this video, hopefully this will help you come up with some new ideas, or maybe it gets implemented into a mini, which would be really cool. So if you have any more follow-up questions from the team, feel free to reach out. And community, if you guys have any suggestions, throw them down in the comment section below. I'm sure Vlad will be watching and reading comment sections like always. So let's hop into it. Let's kick things off with the minis. The first mini that I really like to see added into the game is Hog Rider. Now that we have gizmos in the game, I think Hog Rider makes a lot of sense to be added in. So what I have for the Hog Rider is its base ability, whereas if there's a gizmo in play, the Hog Rider will go into Rampage mode, which will deal 2 times damage to gizmos. So the Hog Rider will cost 3 elixir. It starts with the base HP of 10 and will go up +2 per level, capping at 16 hit points at max level. And then it'll have a hit per second of 0.5, going up by 0.2 per level, capping at a 1.1 hit per second speed, and it'll have an energy of 6, and the energy will be used for its super, which is activated as its level 1 ability. So at level 1, it'll get a super that will cause it to run straight towards the enemy gizmo. So if they have a gizmo in the back line and it starts by hitting units in the front line, once it gets its super, it'll go straight to the gizmo and then start attacking the gizmo. So to kind of help out there, maybe the energy could be down to 5, just so it, because its main use is kind of attacking gizmos. So maybe it has a lower energy cost to make sure it actually gets to the gizmos. And its level 2 ability will be a KO ability, which will leave a hog sleeping on the field, and the hog will have 8 HP. So it's basically just a distraction on KO, which is really cool because it's not going to be the same as like the pony, for example. Because this one's 3 elixir, it actually just leaves a hog and it sleeps, and it's just a target. It's a distraction for the enemy, which I think is a cool new feature that we don't have within the game. So maybe it's something interesting that we can ooh, actually, you know what, I want to get this golden giant up, and then I'm also going to go for the upgrade, and let's grab Mucho Poncho over here to stun the Wave Master. Cool. And then its level 3 ability, or its level 3 ability, will be a clash called Hog Rider. The iconic Hog Rider. It'll give the call, and it'll summon Hog Riders to run in the rows adjacent to the hog. So if the hog is like in the middle, then the tiles to the right, there will be hogs that run adjacent, and when it hits the first enemy within that row, it'll just deal 2 damage, and then it starts attacking. So it'd be interesting because then the middle Hog Rider actually might be able, if it's in an open row, dash closer to the gizmo and start hitting it right away. Doesn't even need its super. So that's kind of the idea I had for Hog Rider. Let me know what you think of that down in the comments section below. Just to add some clarity to that third ability, I don't mean that there will be now 3 Hog Riders on the field. What I mean is it'll summon like clones of the Hog Rider, and then once those 2 summoned Hog Riders hit an enemy, they just go away. They don't stay on the field, so there's only 1 Hog Rider on the field. I just wanted to clarify that in case there was any confusion there. Next up, we have a Warlock. This, of course, would be new to the Clash universe, so would need to be designed and everything like that. But the Warlock would be a 4 elixir unit. It'll start with the base HP of 11 and go up +1 HP per level, having it max out at 14 HP. And have a hit per second at 0.7, increasing by 0.1 per level, which will give it a 1 hit per second, and it has a range of 5 tiles. The first ability, let's do Bowler here. Actually, let's grab that, and let's go with the Healing Ranger. Cool. So its level 1 will be a Clash ability where it'll put an enemy to sleep for 4 seconds, and it'll target 1 tile. So kind of like the Fisherman, right now how it targets 1 tile, that's what it would be. If it hits an enemy, it'll put the enemy to sleep for 4 seconds, aka kind of a stun. So I guess it could be stun or sleep if they don't need to code it, but it'll stun an enemy for 4 seconds. Let's call it stun for simplicity. Its level 2 ability will be a boast ability. It'll cast a spell to heal a friendly unit for 4 HP over 2 seconds, so 2 HP per second. And the casting the spell will be like a super, so it'll take time and won't attack during it. So that way it doesn't feel like super overpowered or anything like that. It'll have its time taken to cast a heal spell to the enemy. It can be the furthest enemy, it can be the closest enemy, it can be the enemy, or the friendly, not enemy. It can be the friendly with the lowest amount of health. Things like that. There's a bunch of different ways to code it. I haven't really thought of which one I'd prefer the best, but I think that would be the coolest one. And then its level 3 ability will be a KO ability. It'll stun the unit that KO'd it for 2 seconds. So it'll kind of like cast a curse on the enemy that took it, on the enemy that took it down. So that could be an interesting one to see as well. Then, sorry, I was just focusing there. And then, so that'll be it for the Warlock. Let me know what you think of that down in the comment section below. Then we have the Cleric. The Cleric will have a super that heals the furthest friendly unit for 2 HP. And it's a 2 elixir mini. It'll have 5 base HP. It'll get plus 1 HP per level, capping it at 8 HP. It'll have a hit per second of 0.5, going up by 0.1 per level, capping at 0.8 hits per second. It'll have an infinite range, so it can be placed in the back, and it'll have an energy of 6. And of course, the super being the cast the healing spell onto the furthest friendly unit. So its level 1 will be a Clash ability. It'll cast a 4 HP shield on the closest ally. So its super will target the furthest. Its Clash ability will target the closest and give it a give that unit a 4 HP shield. Next up, the level 2 ability will be a KO ability, which will be Healing Word. It'll drop a health bomb to heal nearby allies for 4 HP over 4 seconds, so 1 HP per second. And by nearby allies, it'll be just the 2 tiles that's adjacent to it. So not super big or anything like that. And then its level 3 will add plus 1 healing to super. So that means it'll heal the furthest friendly unit for 3 hit points instead of 2 hit points. Let me know what you think of that down in the comment section below. We have a 4 elixir healer, we have a 3 elixir healer. I think it might be cool to have like a 2 elixir healer as well, not make it as strong. It only does 1 damage, so it's nothing too crazy. So I think that's perfectly fine. Let's grab Healing Ranger here. There we go. Alright, so now we're going to hop in to the hero that I have the idea for. I'm going to go through all its stats. I based the level ups similarly to how... I'm not sure if it's a current heroes. I actually didn't check this, but I did check the ranged heroes in the game, which is Archer, Queen, and World Champion, and I kind of gave it like an even, like, this is what it would make sense if the, wait, why did his monk get a super before ours? He didn't have the base ability. That's so weird. That was so strange. Why did his monk get his super off first? So weird. Okay, so the hero is going to be a Master Sage. The Master Sage, we have a Fire Wizard, which is just a regular wizard. We have an Ice Wizard. We have an Electro Wizard. So I think this should be a wind or an air-based wizard. So it casts wind-based spells, which is something we have never seen in the Clash universe. So this is really cool. So its base stats, it's going to start with 9 HP. It'll have 0.7 hits per... it'll hit once. It'll do a 0.7 hit per second. And then it has 8 energy. Cast its super, and its range will be infinite. So once you unlock it, you get the level 1 ability. And its level 1 ability is a super that knocks enemies back 2 tiles. So if whatever the unit that it's targeting, it'll just push it back 2 tiles with the force of wind. Its level 1 for that ability will add 1 more tile to knockback, so it'll push it back 3 tiles. Its level 2 for the first ability will add a 1-second stun to it, so when it knocks it back, it doesn't stun it, it just pushes it back 3 tiles. There's no stun, anything like that. its level 2 ability will add a stun for it, a 1-second stun, and then its level 3 for the first ability will add another tile knockback. So at max level, its first ability will knock an enemy back 4 tiles and stun them for 1 second. Its level 2 ability will be a clash ability, and it gives surrounding allies, so surrounding, it's in a plus around it, so it'll be the one in front, the one behind, the one to the left, the one to the right. It'll give an attack speed boost for 3 seconds, a 20% attack speed boost for 3 seconds. At level 1, it'll be a 30% attack speed boost for 3 seconds. At level 2, it'll be a 30% attack speed boost for 4 seconds. And at level 3, it'll be a 30% attack speed boost for 5 seconds. Then I have 2 different options for its ability, for its third ability. So the first option I have is, they're both KO abilities. So it'll be, when it dies, it kicks up dust clouding nearby allies. Starts as a minus, so nearby allies, meaning going across, making them invisible for 1 second. At level 1, it'll make them invisible for 2 seconds. At level 3, it'll make them invisible for 3 seconds. And at level 3, it'll affect a bigger area, which will turn it into a plus shape. So when the Master Sage is KO'd, the enemies, or the friendlies that are in a plus shape, will go invisible for 3 seconds. Or we have its KO where it unleashes a gust of wind, stunning all enemies in a line. So kind of similar to the Royal Champion's ability when it kind of shoots up the middle. Let's see, what gizmo do we have here? We're going up against Barb King. Let's drop the rocket. Drop the rocket here. So it'll KO in a line and stun enemies for 1 second. At level 1, it'll stun enemies for 2 seconds. Level 2, it'll stun enemies for 3 seconds. And at level 3, it'll affect a bigger area, kind of like how the Shield Maiden has, where it's like that 4, and it's 3 across, 4 deep. It would, on KO, it would do that, and just hit all enemies within that line from when the Master Sage is taken down. So that's the idea that I have. And then leveling it up per level. Level 2 gets the second ability, level 3 gets the third ability, and then starting at level 4, that's when it boosts. At max level, the Master Sage will have 15 HP, it'll deal 1.2 hits per second, and it'll have 7 energy costs to cast its super. I think that's fairly balanced for it, because it doesn't have a lot of HP. 15 HP, not a lot. 1.2 hits per second. Again, a okay amount. With 7 energy, it'll still take 5 to 6 seconds to get its super off. So I don't think it would be too overwhelming with that in mind. So that's kind of what we're looking at for the Master Sage. Again, it's a brand new unit, so let me know what you think of that down in the comment section below. And then the 2 gizmos that I have, we have a Barracks, which will start with an HP of 20. It'll go down 1 HP every second, and it'll spawn 1 Barbarian, 0 stars, every 10 seconds. So it'll spawn a max of 2 Barbarians. I think this is a really interesting kind of call for it, because currently the only units that we have, or the gizmos that we have that spawn something, are the Hot Pot, which summons the Potter, and then the Sauna, which will summon in whatever unit was killed first. So that would be interesting. And then the next gizmo that I have an idea for is Bomb Tower, which you might recognize. The Bomb Tower has 18 hit points. It throws a bomb, damages 3 tiles across, dealing 2 damage every 1.2 seconds, and it only has a range of 2 tiles. So the King Tower has a range of 4 tiles. The Bomb Tower would have a range of 2 tiles, and this would still only have require 2 stars to get it up. Let's see, we're going up against Archer Queen. I kind of want to just max out Bowler. I think maxing out Bowler here is probably the way to go. Let's just mirror that. So those are the ideas for minis and minis, a hero, and gizmo that I have. If you have any other ideas, let me know down in the comment section below. I tried to get as in-depth as possible as I could with this to really try to help the team come up with some ideas and kind of just like picture it. I mean, obviously it's hard to balance, like I'm saying these stats. It's really difficult to balance something that you're not able to play test or kind of get your hands on. So again, that was kind of all just off the top of the head, and I don't know if that is balanced or not. Oh, that giant skeleton was clutch for him. I don't know if it's going to be fairly balanced. It just kind of going off numbers, it sounds balanced, but again, of course, until it's in play, you don't really know if it's balanced. So it'd be interesting to see what the team comes up with based on what I had said. So everybody, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. But that's going to do it for this video. Hope you all enjoyed. If you did, make sure you leave a like, subscribe for more content, and don't forget to turn that notification bell so you don't miss any more videos. And I'll talk to y'all in the next one. Have a great night, everybody. We'll see you later. Peace out.